Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for March Comes In Like a Lion, chapter 159. When we last left off, we were in it with Kiriyama versus Nobidome in their shogi match, spending most of the time in Nobidome's head, seeing his constantly conflicting, drive, and then giving up, and then finding his drive again, and then giving up again. Right now, he's found his drive, and is getting ready to continue his match with Kiriyama, with a bunch of train metaphors. So let's jump right back into that with chapter 159, Azusa number 1, part 4. Needless to say, this is Sangatsu no Lion, as the thing up top says. The newest volume is now on sale with great fanfare. Azusa leaves the station. Now then, let your heart follow along to that tune. Our picture here is of a train, going off the rails, actually. It's kind of a really weird thing, but we've seen trains with Nobidome through the last chapter. Anyway, we're back inside his head. When humans lose passion, they become impatient. Their desire to get one good result after another causes them to start looking for shortcuts. And we see an image of him seeing a shortcut door. But because everyone is trying to pass through it, the shortest path tends to become a tight squeeze. And we have this image of a bunch of people at a campground going through this narrow kind of rural area thing. As a result, you end up dropping everything except for what everyone has. So then, if two people throw what everyone already has at each other, that ends up without much of any definitive result. Not only that, but if you tend to take shortcuts, then you don't do a lot of walking, causing you to be less physically fit. And that makes you want to find even more convenient paths. And we see this image of two people throwing fruit at each other, and they both get tired really easily. God, I want to stay uncivilized. Rather than slowly getting weaker from constantly looking for easier routes, and just waiting for the day when I finally give up, and we see people going through the painless easy course. I want to plunge into a place where there are no laid out paths, where I'll constantly wander, trip, fall, cry, and scream. I don't want to lose my courage and stamina. So what we're seeing here from Nobidome, is that what we saw throughout the last chapter, that he was, constantly giving up and then finding his drive again. And we see that he's frustrated with himself for giving up. Which I was kind of confused how last time he seemed to give up a little easily. Kind of a weird thing about last chapter. But we see that's definitely something that absolutely concerns Nobidome, and so I'm a lot more confident with that now. And for the people that laugh and say, this guy's way too into this, I want to slam into them with something I've freshly discovered they can't make heads or tails of. Huh? Whoa! Hold on, what is that big fruit? And we have back on that throwing fruit metaphor, we have Nobidome with this giant pineapple. Speaking of which, I feel hot. Is this passion? Am I fired up right now? And we see, I think Kiriyama is trying to cut in here. Azusa? Shut up, I'm trying to focus. What? Is that my master's voice? Oh no, that's not Kiriyama. That's whoever trained Nobidome. I don't know. I think I recognize that guy, but I can't put a name to him. It might be time to put that on. You'll catch a cold. So are we back in a flashback now? Because we see Nobidome is wearing, an undershirt and shorts at the shogi table. Oh no, hold on. It's the present, because he took his clothes off at some point. I don't know when he did that. Jeez, I was finally getting in the zone. He puts his suit and tie back on. Master's always been like this. He's always got a nagging about every little thing. And Kiriyama thinks to himself, thank goodness, he put it on. That really shocked me. Nobidome kind of puffs, I just got into a super focused mindset. And then the guy that the master is playing up against, woo! First time in a while I've seen Azusa-kun's famous focus undressing. When you get really focused, you accidentally start thinking you're in your house, don't you? So he's kind of like Gray from Fairy Tail, I guess, in his stripping gags. That's not something I was really expecting to see over in March. As much as I've been comparing back when I was doing anime reviews, the anime's problems with the March anime's issues, in terms of structure, I was not expecting to see gags carry over. Not only that, it's been a while since I've seen him subconsciously fold his clothes in a neat little pile. Yeah, he did that too! What? So, okay, here's what I really want. I get that this is all about, the whole gags that we did not notice this was happening, but I want to see what Kiriyama was thinking as he was taking his clothes off. That's gotta be the funniest thing. Anyway, your parents are really neat people too, aren't they? Anyway, we're now right back into Nobidome's head. Damn it, I'm hot. Are the muscles that I honed from embarking on that pathless adventures burning up? Well, god damn it, even this feeling isn't so bad. And he dramatically puts his shogi piece down. And Ray, I think, puts one next. Or no, Ray is looking at the piece that Nobidome put down. But retreat the Kaku, with black 5-3K promotes, white same keen, black 3-1 Kaku, and he steps even further into my territory. But, and then back in Nobidome, even if Kiriyama doesn't retreat the Kaku, if I take the Kaku and play black 7-1 Kaku, that gives me plenty to work with. Again, as I mentioned in my last video, I don't know jack about shogi. March has never really been a show that's gotten too deep into the nitty-gritty of shogi. I feel like this match is kind of different than that in most respects. But yeah, anyway, he's made his way in all at once. I don't think I made any mistakes, but it keeps moving further and further into my territory. What do I do here? Do I retreat the Kaku? Do I not? Or do I attack the head of his Gin with 3-7 Fu? What's the best move? And we see back in the little lake with the sheets of paper in Kiriyama's mind from last chapter, it's quiet. I see. There's no longer an answer here, is there? In that case, so now Kiriyama has to make a move that he's never done before, and he moves his piece. So you're retreating over there, are you, Kiriyama? In that case, I'll go 5-3K promote. Okay, I can do this. And that's the end of the chapter, so, and the next chapter is on June 28th, so that's another month away. Hope y'all weren't expecting an ending to this match anytime soon. I think I mentioned in my last video, I thought that this would be the end of this match. Wow, this is a really... I just moved back to my photo booth screen, and this is a really short video. So I did mention in my last video that I did think that this match would end this chapter. I was wrong, as we can all see. That being said, I do still think that next chapter will be the end. It just feels like at a certain point, this match is long enough that I almost feel like it's one of those big deal matches. I'm trying to remember if this is as long as Harunobu versus Soya. I don't know if it's quite reached that length yet, but this is a chapter that seems far. This is a match that seems far less important than that. So it's kind of weird that we're going so long into it and so deep into the actually nitty gritty of the gameplay. Maybe this means Nobidome will end up being a more frequently recurring character from here on out. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, the really big thing to talk about in this chapter is Nobidome. Getting even more of his mindset, which has really been what Azusa #1 has been all about since it started. As we see, he does feel like he gives up too easily, like we saw back in 158. But he also hates himself for it, and he desperately wants to improve. And honestly, I can appreciate that. Yeah. Then, of course, that the great neatly folding his clothes gag as he focuses. And then, yeah, we see that he gets Kiriyama into a state that Kiriyama has never really been in before. He's been in states where he doesn't know what the best move is, but in the nitty-gritty of the gameplay, Kiriyama's never been here before. He's never had this exact moveset before, I should say. And so he has to leave the stacks of paper, which I feel like is a new image as of last chapter. And then, yeah, they're both going at it. I don't know who will win. I actually don't remember what all is writing on this for Kiriyama. I feel like this is a rank-deciding match, right? But I don't know if Kiriyama is at stake to be demoted from this match. I just don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's really all I have to say for this chapter. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe or, do whatever makes you happy. And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!